Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a full guide on how to get the God-Human fighting style in Blox Fruits. This is by far the hardest fighting style to get in the game, but it is really overpowered and I'd say that it's worth it. The first things you need to do are in the first sea, where you need 3 different fighting styles. The first one you'll get at the Pirate Village, which is right down there. When you're at the Pirate Village, you're going to go over to this area kind of by the rich man. You're going to jump up here, and you're going to see right next to this tree, there's the Dark Step Teacher, which I think you can learn for about $250,000. It's pretty cheap. The next fighting style can be found at the very bottom of Sky Islands, which are right there. So when you're here at Sky Islands, you're going to go over to these little stone things right here, and you're going to go back and get the electric fighting style, which is about $450,000. Now, there's one more thing you need in the first sea, and it's an island in between the Colosseum, or in between the prison and the snowy island over there, which is the Whirlpool. You're going to want to go in the Whirlpool, though, which takes you to this island, the underwater city, and just follow where I go. You're going to go around here where the boss is. Keep going around to the back right here where you're going to see this door that you could walk in if you go to the very end. And you could buy the Water Kung Fu for about, I think it's $750,000. Now, once you have all of those fighting styles, you're going to need to get 400 mastery on them, which is somewhat difficult, but you can just AFK it, so it ends up being pretty easy. You do not have to do much. Now, we need to go to the second sea, and you need to be level 700. It's recommended that you are max level or almost max level when trying to get God-Human. Now, in the second sea, there are a bunch of new fighting styles that you need to get. The first one being on the Kingdom of Rose. If you see these little holes on the wall right there, if you go over to the 5th one on the right side, you're going to see an NPC in there, so you're going to go up, and you could get the Dragon Claw fighting style, whatever it was called. What was it called? It's the, okay, it won't tell me, that's great, but it's pretty cheap, but it does cost fragments, so you're going to need to get those from doing raids. Now, the other fighting styles here are a bit harder. The first one is Superhuman, which is at this island right there. If you go to Portal, I think it's just called Snow. So on this island, you're going to need to have, I think, 300 to 350, just have 400 mastery on the first 4 fighting styles that I showed you. You're going to go over to this area on the side. I think it's right here. Nope. Just keep going around until you find a little hole. I think it's over here. Yeah, it for sure is. Or it's not. Okay, where's this little area? Alright, here it is. On the side facing the ice castle. You're going to go in and you're going to buy Superhuman. It doesn't cost too much money or fragments, but you need to have a bunch of mastery and have those 4 fighting styles. Now, the other fighting styles in the second sea. One of them is over at the Winter Castle. Now, in order to get this fighting style, you're going to need to continuously server hop. And every time you server hop, you're going to fight this boss right here, the Awakened Ice Admiral, which gives you a small chance on getting a library key. And with the library key, which I'll show you as soon as I kill him, boom, we actually got the library key. But it stays permanent when you get it. You're going to open this door right here, and you're going to buy this fighting style right here, Death Step. Now, it's a pretty good fighting style. You're going to need to get 400 mastery on it. Now, the only other fighting style in the sea is at the last island down there, which is Skull on the teleport. It's the Forgotten Island. It's not on it. You're going to need to go over to the back of the island, and this is very similar to the other fighting style here. You're going to need to kill that boss, and you're going to server hop until you get the water key from killing the boss. And when you get the water key, you're going to come over to this guy, Digrock the Shark Man. You're going to buy the next fighting style, and make sure to get 400 mastery on it. Now, that is everything in the second sea. Let's go to the third sea, the hardest part. And yes, you need to be level 1,500. Here we are in the third sea. Now I'm going to tell you where to go to get these fighting styles. One of them is over at the Haunted Castle right here. So go to your teleport or go down there. And what you need to do is farm bones from killing any NPC at this island, like the reborn skeletons, the ones in the area, the zombies. As you can see, when you kill them, you get a certain amount of bones. You're going to want to come over to this guy right here, the Death King. You're going to click yeah, and just keep clicking random surprise until you can't anymore. Do this as much as possible. This could end up taking a long time until you get the fire essence. Not the hollow essence. This spawns a boss. You're going to need the fire essence. Now just follow where I go once you get the fire essence. This is where you buy the next fighting style. So you're going to go up to this little gear thingy up here. It's not a gear, it's the thing that lowers the thing. Uzoth. And you're going to buy the Dragon Talon fighting style. And yes, once again, you need 400 mastery on it. Now, there's only one more fighting style that you need to get God Human. So you're almost done at this point. Just follow where I go right now. You're going to go this way. Back to the back of Floating Turtle. And when you get back to the back of Floating Turtle, you're going to see an NPC. And you need to have the electric fighting style at 400 mastery, or else the NPC will not talk to you. So if you have not done all the quests before this, it most likely won't talk to you. Previous hero. So he's going to tell you, get to the mansion in 30 seconds. This is pretty difficult if you don't have Mink or Kitsune or Leopard or something, because it takes quite a while to get to the mansion. But I'm sure after a couple of different things that you try, you can get to the mansion in 30 seconds. Then you're going to get the Electric Claw fighting style. And with the Electric Claw fighting style, you have to get 400 mastery. Now you have all of the fighting styles in the game, besides God Human and Sanguine Art. Sanguine Art has nothing to do with this, at 400 mastery. So you are almost ready to get God Human. So there also is some materials you need. You need 20 fish tails, which you get from killing NPCs in the underwater city back in the first sea, where you got the Fishman Karate fighting style. Water Kung Fu, my fault. Now you're going to need 20 magma ore, which you get from the lava NPCs in second sea, or the NPCs at the volcano in the first sea. So pretty easy. There's a lot of NPCs you can fight to get them. You need 10 mystic droplets from the second sea, which you get from killing any NPC on the Forgotten Island. Now you need to be at the third sea in Hydra Island. You're going to need to kill Dragon Crew Warriors or Dragon Crew Archers to get 10 Dragon Scales. Now when you have those materials, follow where I go, and also make sure that you have all of the fighting styles at 400 mastery. The first ones technically wouldn't have to be there because you don't need them to unlock this fighting style. You need them to unlock the fighting styles that you use to unlock the fighting style. I'm also going to be showcasing God Human right after this. So you're going to go into this tree, drop down. You're going to see the Ancient Monk. Oh my. It also costs a little bit of money and fragments, like 3 million money. 3 million belly and 5,000 fragments, but that's not too expensive. You could get that in a couple of hours. So that was fully how to get the God Human fighting style. Let's just do a little showcase on the mystical or the musketeer pirate NPCs right here. God, why is it so weird for me to talk? Alright, the M1 does 2,564 damage, and it's pretty good. The Z move, Soaring Beast, does 4,707. The X move, if you tap, does 3,915, but it's a completely different move when you hold down. Watch what happens when you hold down. It does this little animation, and it can do up to 5,000 damage if you don't get hit right away. And 6th round gun, the C move, does 5,383 damage. So it is a really good fighting style. Now, I haven't practiced them too much, but there is quite a lot of combos that you can do with this fighting style. So if we go up to one of these NPCs, let's just try out a little combo. ZCX, which does quite a bit of damage, and then you could use other moves to finish off the combo. So that's going to be all for this tutorial. Let me know what you guys need help with finding next. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.